right. Good evening. Today is the day. I told y'all on my first Try Not to Laugh that as my punishment, I would eat 6 BLAZIN wings. And today is the day I'm going to do that. We got Clyde's unprofessional ass here. And we not going to do it like they do it at Buffalo Wild Wings where you got to eat a certain number of wings in a certain number of minutes. We're going to do it like the show Hot Ones. So Clyde got some questions ready. I'm going to get the wings out. And we're going to get started. But first, Clyde, like I told you, I got 2 of the new flavors as well. Double down. Small wrench and shit. So we got Cajun.
Is it a draw?
No. We got the 6 BLAZIN. Just so y'all don't think I'm bullshitting. I'm put it in this camera. We got the 6 BLAZIN. All right, so boom. Without further ado. So also, this is what I was telling Clyde. I don't think I told you this detail. So this is going to be like yes, this is a punishment for the Try Not to Laugh, but it's also a punishment for me missing yesterday.
Dang, you missed yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was busy. So y'all gonna get 2 videos today to make up for it. We're gonna do this portion, and then depending on how my reaction is, you'll get a little aftermath peek.
You fixing to die.
Well, then y'all will get the funeral. And that'll be 47 days out of 365.
Shit.
But I got my 6 BLAZIN. So this is how we can do it, Clyde.
Dang. Look on. Go ahead.
If I make it through the first 5 without a drink, you got to eat the last one.
That's fine.
Bet.
That's fine.
Bet that up.
I don't think you gonna make it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I might not. I might not make it out the first one. Now, there was something else I was gonna add. Fuck it, I forgot. But Clyde, you got the questions ready?
I do.
I told him. I told him. I told him to get personal. I told him to ask some. Make it some good ones. And let's see how I handle it. Let's see. And if you don't know, goddamn, are these all drums too? Bet. If you don't know, this. Well, if you know about Buffalo Wild Wings, you know about the BLAZIN flavor. They have, I guess, in the past year or so, changed the recipe. So this is the BLAZIN knockout.
I'm finna knock you out.
You finna knock me out?
No, it's finna knock you out.
Oh, maybe.
No, don't sniff it. Don't try to mentally prepare yourself. You just gotta
No, I could smell it earlier, and they kind of smell like.
Mm-hmm.
But the scent not as strong. They kind of smell like the Atomic from Wingstop a little bit. But all right. I'm gonna eat the first one.
Go ahead, brother.
And you ask the first question. Or do you want to ask the question
No,
first?
No, you eat first. You eat first. This is a punishment, brother.
It is a punishment.
Eat your wing first, brother.
So, and Clyde is laughing because, and we had this conversation last week or earlier this week.
Mm-hmm.
I be torturing Clyde.
You do for no reason.
He my best friend. I be torturing his ass
for no reason.
mentally. He won't let me. He won't let me do it physically.
I won't.
If I really wanted to, he couldn't stop me.
I could stop you, but
whatever. All right.
Sometimes you get the bear.
Sometimes the bear gets you.
And it's like that.
And it's like that. This meat tough.
All right. So, first question, we gonna start off like, what's a moment in your life that truly humbled you?
That truly humbled me?
Yeah, humbled you. Hell no, you ain't finished all that. Is this it?
A moment that truly humbled me. I'm surprised I ain't coughed yet, but it's coming.
Nigga, hit you with the.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Because once it started, it's over with.
Yes, sir.
A moment that truly humbled me. When I tore my ACL.
When you tore your ACL?
In high school.
Why?
So, that was my senior year. That was my first year starting and really actually getting some playing time outside of holding field goals. So, I kind of felt it once the season started. It was like, as we was leading up to the season, I kind of felt myself getting a big head. So, once I tore my ACL, and that was ultimately the end of my football career. And this, I think I had this realization like later on, but it was like, I did all this work, all this praying, and this was my dream, and da da da. I finally get it, and it's gone. And it was really a thing of, and that was the year I got baptized too, that summer. So it was a thing of, I look back on it as a thing of God gave it, and I started getting cocky and shit.
Oh, for sure.
Snatch that shit right back.
He'll do it.
So I would say that. I'm trying to think of another one. Moment that humbled me. Yeah, that's the only one I can really think of. I cut that fucking air on, but
yeah.
Let's not. It's not. I can promise that this sweat is not because of that wing.
Oh, it's because of the light?
It's the light, and it's just, it'll be hot up here when we be recording. But it's probably the light and this hat. But whatever.
Next one. Count. What's a common misconception people have about you?
I think you know this one. People don't know, and I guess it's kind of my fault. People don't know how funny I am.
No, you're hilarious.
People don't know how smart I am.
Really?
And people don't know how loving I am. Or caring. Because, like, people see me, like, I'm just a quiet nigga that's just off and doing my own thing. And I stay out the way. I don't really talk to people. I mean,
go ahead.
my mouth is getting wet now. But, you know, I stay out the way.
Yeah.
I don't really open myself up to people except for the people that's in my circle.
Yeah.
So once someone outside the circle sees it, then it's like, oh, I ain't know that. Oh, you actually kind of, it's that whole thing.
Okay.
Next question. Nigga. You ready?
Yeah, I'm waiting on you.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to look for the one I'm saving for you.
Crazy work.
And I know exactly which one it is.
Hey, that's perfectly fine, brother. I'm African.
Huh?
I'm African, so.
But you also said you did this and you can only do one.
I did that years ago, and I only did one. So let's see.
But you was African then.
You're right. Let's see.
Anyway.
What's the pettiest reason you ever cut someone off?
I mean, how long do you have to know somebody before it's considered cutting off as opposed to just not talking?
Just cut them off.
I guess being boring. Like dating apps and shit. Mm-hmm. Conversation ain't hitting no shit. You ain't really hitting no shit. I just stop responding.
Oh, so you're a ghoster.
We ain't had enough time to get in.
Ghosting
to me is we've been constantly talking. Mm-hmm. We actually getting to know each other and this and that, and then you just disappear. If 2, 3, 4 messages in, you ain't on shit, and I get up out of there. That I don't feel like this ghosting. I feel like
Got you.
Hold on. Halftime update. The wings are making my eyes water.
Can we get that shit out now?
You must not know what fraternity I'm from. Apple Psi.
Phi Nu
Pi. Do or die. Pimp or die. Shout out to the good news.
Or do you die?
All right.
We was finna find out.
We all finna find out.
Mm-hmm.
Saving my last one for you.
Hilarious. Let's see. If you won $10 million today, $10 million today.
Tax free.
Tax free.
That's all mine.
All yours.
Government don't want it.
Don't want it. $10 million.
All right.
But you can't tell anyone, like a soul, no one. What's the first thing you doing? I feel like I might know this answer, but you can't. If you tell someone, all of it's gone, all of it. So you can't tell anyone. What's the first thing you doing with the 10 million?
Well, if that's the case, then obviously I can't just make a big ass lifestyle move, a life changing, decision. I can't just get up and move because people are like, where you get that money from?
No, you could. You just can't tell nobody.
No, I'm saying I could, but that's added stress to my life. So honestly, I would purchase. I would go out on my own and secretly start my production company. So I probably wouldn't have money to build a building, but like find a building, fix it up, get some equipment, then get shit going. The next thing I would do. I don't know. That would probably like that's the perfect answer. The first thing I'm probably gonna do, probably take a trip somewhere. I don't know where, but like spring break coming up, might take a trip. Some shit like that. I already got a new truck. I get the air fix in that motherfucker. But that's neither here nor there.
Okay. Next one.
Got one more, brother.
Hungry.
I know it. So you said I'm not gonna make it through this one.
You might not.
I might not.
I see that bead of sweat.
Yeah.
What's the hardest no you've ever had to accept, and how did you bounce back?
I have a few.
Okay. What's the hardest one? And you just had to accept it.
Me and my ex not getting back together. I thought a cough was coming. I felt it.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I accepted it by taking her advice, taking your advice, working on my relationship with God, and preparing myself and accepting the path that he has for me. The path that he has for me, the people that he has for me. I'm just gonna accept that. And, you know, of course I would hope that she would come back at some point. But ultimately I want to be happy, and I want her to be happy. Cause it's not only did she not want to get back together, she didn't even want to be friends no more. After we had a good interaction. So that would be it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You must not know what fraternity I'm from. Kappa Alpha Psi. Phi Nu Pi. Shout out to the Mississippi Noobs. This is nothing. Ah. BLAZIN knockout. Did you have what was your last question? Okay. All right. Hold on, I gotta think of one now. What? So you know how we think about things we wish we could change. But then we also think, if I change it, then I would be someone somewhere different today. What is something that, if you could change it, like an experience, if you could change it without changing who you are, where you are now, what would it be? Yeah. If you could change it, but it won't affect, unless you want it to affect where you are, who you are now, what would it be? Talking to your mic.
That was good.
That's what I'm saying.
I would change not taking more risk in my life. I've always been a person that not necessarily played it safe, but planned out like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this, and then after that I'm gonna do. And there's just a lot of times where I should have just jumped and did it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's either it's gonna work or it's not gonna work. And also, if I would have did it with the knowledge I have of God now and understanding, trusting. Ooh.
Y'all hear how wet that mouth is. Huh?
Understanding.
He keep licking his lips and yeah.
Understanding, trust, and faith like I do now, I would have hopped into a lot more opportunities. But I allowed fear and just trying to get
his face perfect. A little damp now too.
For sure. I allowed fear and what other people say and all this other stuff affect it. So I just would have done things a lot sooner, and just whatever happens from it. Either way, it would have been a great experience and learning lesson.
Okay. How you feel, brother?
I feel good. Like, this is heat that I'm used to, but also like I like it.
Is it hotter or not as hot or about the same as the last time you did it? Or is it
It's not the same. It's not the same. Last time I did it, I was off one. This time I'm just like, no, this shit's straight. I'll show you how straight it is.
Is it the heat? Is it that it's not as hot, or you can handle it better?
I can handle it better, but also you can tell they did up it because I can taste the peppers, but I think I can just maybe handle it better. But it's cool though.
Y'all thought we was scared? Y'all thought we was scared of some Buffalo Wild Wings, nigga. Oh, okay.
But see, I think what the challenge is though,
eating them all back to back in that time.
In the time period, that's what plays a part into it. But if you just eat these on some casual shit, you gonna sweat.
Yeah.
Like this is something I would eat if I was sick.
Yeah.
On some like to sweat everything out. But like, yeah, they cool.
Ah. that moist towelette. See, that's why I went and took my contacts out. I had my contacts in earlier. I said, let me, cause this shit might linger, and I fuck around and forget, and I done blinded my goddamn self. Well, this was uneventful, but y'all got some insight. Let's go through some more questions, brother. We can both answer them. What else you got?